Thousands of superheroes descend on downtown San Diego. Nerds are invading downtown for Comic-Con. We're live with the craziness and the excitement as day one gets underway. 7 a.m. on this Thursday, day one of Comic-Con. Good morning, I'm Heather Myers.
I am Chase Kane. We are in nerd heaven here. Mark Bailey, Kelly Gillespie, they're also in nerd heaven, quite literally at the Omni Hotel in downtown. We're going to check in with them in a minute.
It is Thursday, though, July the 24th. First, let's get over to Kimmy. Let's check on this hot and sticky forecast.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Comic-Con Day. You know what? Yesterday was pretty hot, wasn't it? 95 degrees in Ramona. Hot, hot stuff. And 89 is our average, so we were certainly well above that seasonal average. Today, we're going to try to make it even hotter for you. Yes. You're welcome. And we're adding in a little humidity into the mix. Good stuff. So just be careful if you're headed outdoors. Take a lot of water with you today. Stay hydrated. I'll have your full forecast in just a bit. But for right now, Chase Kane, Heather Myers, back to you.
Kimmy Evans, thank you very much. Day one of Comic-Con is here. The doors open in about 2.5 hours, but the crowds are already out. They're getting their geek on. At the convention center, fans have been lining up, as we just said, for hours, waiting to get inside. Fortunately, our Renee gave us a peek inside just a little bit ago, and that was very cool.
Yeah, we are covering the con from all angles this morning. Our Renee Cohn is live outside the convention center, where she's been talking to the fans who've been lining up.
But first, let's get to Mark Bailey, Kelly Gillespie, live at the Omni Hotel in San Diego. And Mark, you've put your coat back on. I want to see you put the cape back on, too.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to wear that cape with the M on it or our next guest is going to wear that cape, because that M happens to work for Mayor as well. Mayor Kevin Faulkner is here, and we'll be talking to him coming up here shortly.
Yep, we got a superhero's view as well, because we're looking down on the city as they're just about to get headed into.
And the mayor is going to get an even better view later.
He is. I'm jealous. I want to see how I can get in that line.
We'll explain coming up.
All right, Mark and Kelly, Mayor Kevin Faulkner, thanks.
Renee Cohn probably has the best seat in the house there at the convention center. She is Raphael from the Ninja Turtles, but she's also found a lot of other... I love the shell, Renee. That's my favorite part, I gotta tell you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know what? I may have a hard exterior, but I'm soft on the inside, baby. Very, very soft. San Diego, good morning. Yes, Comic-Con is back, 45th year. You can see the line of folks is getting in. That doesn't mean that it is open. That just means that they get to be let inside to go get their passes. And whew, oy vey, that's a whole other process in itself. Look at all the fun people that are out here this morning. We got the Joker. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're from Oceanside, and you said you love to come here every year. What are you most excited about today?
All the costuming, basically. I love seeing all the nerds being out and about, just being who they truly want to be, just experiencing the whole, it's just a fun atmosphere.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a great time today. We did get a chance to go in just a little bit earlier, and it is phenomenal. Take a look. Legos. Who doesn't love them, whether you're young or young at heart? And some amazing displays here at the Lego booth inside Comic-Con. Ashley, this is a brand new one that you have based on a really popular film.
Yep, so we're really excited to bring a Guardians of the Galaxy model here at Comic-Con, and it took Lego Master Builders over 530 hours to build and design, and contains over 28,000 bricks.
28,000?
Yes. Exactly, yeah, so we're really excited. The Lego Master Builders have been working hard throughout this whole show, bringing 6 different life-size models.
Now, superheroes galore out here, and Batman, the Batmobile, is always a big hit.
Yes, so we really wanted to celebrate Batman's 75th anniversary this year. So we brought a life-size model of Batcycle based on the 1966 TV show.
How many Legos did it take to build that?
And so that took 690 hours for Lego Master Builders to build, and contains over 53,000 Lego bricks.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
massive.
That is intense. Now, we have some folks that are dressed up for Comic-Con enjoying playing with Legos, because you're never too old to do that. And, oh, let's talk about what people can purchase only at the Lego booth.
Right. So this is one of 3 sets that attendees can only purchase here at Comic-Con. We only sell them those. That's based on Guardians of the Galaxy. We also have another superheroes DC Comics one, as well as a Star Wars.
Nice. Hey, and last but not least, wanted to show you Spider-Man. Oh yeah, he's always saving someone, and hanging from the top of a very tall building, and you can also see him here fighting crime and keeping everything safe here at Comic-Con. Someone else keeping us safe? The Adventure Time girl. Tell us a little bit about this monstrosity.
Oh, this is a battle axe from Marceline the Vampire Queen on Adventure Time.
It is bigger than you are.
Yes, it is.
I think it weighs more too. Have a great time here today. And Waldo, where is he? Ah, he's right here at Comic-Con. Love your outfit.
Why, thank you very much.
All right, have a great time in there today. We're live out here at Comic-Con, and again, the doors have opened. It doesn't mean that they can go in to see the exhibit. They're just going up to get their pass and let the day of fun begin. Mark, Chase?
I'll take it from here, Renee. Thanks. I was going to say we've been looking for Waldo our whole lives, and there you go. You find him outside the convention center.
Exactly. We're excited, done and done. Life mission complete.
All right. Renee, a.k.a. Raphael, thank you.
Renee on a half shell. We are covering Comic-Con round the clock. For updates, you can always go to san-diego6.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and please send us pictures of your costume. We'd love to see them.
Now, a developing story this morning. Aviation officials say an Air Algerie flight crashed in Africa this morning. The plane was carrying 110 passengers and 6 crew members. Our Alex Serbal is live in the newsroom with what happened. Alex?
Good morning, Heather. The plane left Burkina Faso and was headed to Algiers, but authorities lost contact with the Swift Air MD-83 approximately an hour into that flight. The French Secretary of Transport says the plane disappeared over northern Mali. Now take a look at this. We want to show you a map. You can see the flight path from Burkina Faso to Algeria's capital. It's supposed to be an approximately 4-hour flight passing over Mali. The Burkina Faso transport minister said the crew asked to change route because of a storm in the area. A French Army spokesperson says 2 French fighter jets based in the region have been dispatched to try to locate the twin-engine single-aisle jet along the route. Nigeria's security sources say planes were flying over the border region into Mali to search for the flight. Now, there is unrest in the nation of Mali, but a senior French official said it seems unlikely that fighters in Mali had the kind of weaponry that could shoot down a plane. Burkina Faso's transport minister said 50 French nationals were among those on board, and 6 crew members are Spanish. Alex Serbal, San Diego 6 News.
We will continue to follow that. Thank you, Alex. The FAA has also lifted its ban on U.S. airline flights into and out of Ben Gurion Airport in Tel Aviv. But missiles and rockets are still engaging in the air over the Tel Aviv area. The Israeli Defense Force confirms 2 barrages of rockets came out of Gaza this morning, targeting that Tel Aviv airport. Meanwhile, Secretary of State John Kerry met with Israeli and Palestinian leaders calling for a ceasefire. The death toll has risen to more than 700 Palestinians and more than 30 Israelis. Meantime, 2 military aircraft carrying remains of victims from Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 departed for the Netherlands exactly 1 week after the crash. The first bodies arrived in the Netherlands yesterday. 298 people were killed in the crash, and most of them were Dutch citizens. U.S. officials say the Boeing 777 was probably shot down by a missile in that rebel-controlled part of Ukraine. On Monday, the UN Security Council unanimously approved a resolution proposed by Australia that demands that rebels cooperate with an independent international investigation.
President Barack Obama is set to wrap up a visit to the Los Angeles area today by participating in another Democratic fundraiser. He's also speaking at Los Angeles' Trade Technical College about the economy. Yesterday, he was in San Francisco, where he attended a morning fundraiser benefiting the House Majority Political Action Committee. President Obama is expected to raise up to $6 million for the midterm election.
There aren't many occasions where the president will be in Southern California, and it's not the biggest story we're covering of the day. Right. Because the nerds have taken over. Comic-Con
2014 is well underway. Let's get out to Mark and Kelly, who are sitting with a superhero himself.
Absolutely. This guy is he's dressed in his superhero outfit, and nobody's having more fun than Mayor Kevin Faulconer today.
Absolutely. He's got a bunch of fun things coming up on his calendar. And the thing that's cool about Comic-Con is whether you're down there waiting in line, sweating it out to get into the panels, this affects everyone, especially here in San Diego from an economic standpoint. Yeah. Talk to us about what we can expect from this year's con.
Well, it does. Good morning, guys, and thanks for having me. It's great to be here. Yeah, there's a lot of excitement, and 130,000 people, of course. But really, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's the economic impact is incredible. About $175 million is going to be pumped into the local economy. That's great news for San Diegans, you know, whether you're attending the convention or not. So a great shot in the arm.
Now, let's talk about the convention center and the business of this right now. Where are we at in terms of expanding the convention center and making sure that events like Comic-Con don't go anywhere else?
Well, that's just it, and as you know, we've approved that at the City Council. I've strongly supported it as mayor. Unfortunately, it was the subject of a lawsuit, but we're looking to get the final ruling on that here literally in a couple of weeks. And that's great news. I mean, because not only is obviously that expansion very important to keep Comic-Con here, but other conventions that we can bring to San Diego because people want to come.
Well, and tourism in general. I mean, that's a platform that you've been big on, and the idea of bringing people down to showcase our city, to show what we have to offer. We can still film things here, and at the same time, just allow people to know that this is a great vacation place, but we're actually a really amazing city.
Well, it is, and no better platform. You know, when the eyes of the nation and the world are going to be looking at Comic-Con the next couple of days, and yeah, it's really a competitive advantage for us, our tourism economy. Whether you know it's our hotels, our restaurants. You know, that's real revenue to the city of San Diego. That's how we pave streets. That's how we hire more cops and firefighters. Healthy tourism economy.
So you can talk about all the
city.
fun around Comic-Con and all the goofiness and so forth, but when it gets right down to it, like you said, we might be hiring more cops because these folks came out and enjoyed Comic-Con.
Absolutely true. I mean, you look at TOT, our hotel tax revenue, that's our third largest source of revenue to the city. So it's a lot of fun this week, and we're all going to have some fun. But there's a big bottom line that really benefits every neighborhood in the city of San Diego, and that's why groups like Comic-Con and other conventions are so important.
Now, you might have seen my
yes,
cape.
you showed that to me
my
earlier.
Superhero cape here from Superfly Kids. Now that M on there would stand for mayor just as well as it would stand for Mark.
It could, and I think it looks really good on you, Mark.
Now, if I were to offer this to my mayor as a gift, would you turn that down? Would you?
I would never turn down that from you. And after you're done wearing it in the next 4 days, please give it over to me, and I'll wear it with pride.
Wow! Now tell everybody where he's going to be later on.
Well, yeah, it could come in handy because he actually gets to zip line over the city, some 30 feet in the air.
You should have a cape for that.
I should.
Tell us about this.
You know, it's part of the opening ceremonies a little bit later. They have a Gotham City backdrop, and there's a zip line that's going to be set up for folks to have fun with the next couple of days. So I've been asked to zip line in to help start the convention. So wish me luck.
Well, we'll see you on the news at 10 o'clock tonight.
That's probably
Don't
true.
break a leg.
All right. Mayor Kevin Faulkner, thank you so much. Have a great time. Enjoy the con like everybody else.
Oh, thank you, guys. Great to see you both. Thank you.
All right. Good to see you. All right. When we come back, we'll have Doug Jones here in a little while. He's already wandering around here.
One of my favorites. You might not recognize him, but you will definitely know all of his work.
Yep, absolutely. We'll explain why that is when we come back. Live from the Omni Hotel, it's Comic-Con 2014, and it's just getting started.
Mark and Kelly along with Super Mayor Kevin Faulkner. Thanks so much. Can't wait to see him zip line later today. All eyes will be on downtown San Diego just for that.
Right, I was hoping that he was actually going to already be dressed up in costume, but we'll have to wait a little while longer to
There's
see that.
There's probably an S somewhere under that
Super
shirt.
Mayor, right?
All right, things are heating up in San Diego. In just a few hours, the National Weather Service will be issuing a heat advisory through tomorrow.
San Diego 6's Laura Cavanaugh is live in Mission Beach with what you need to know about the temperatures on the rise.
Good morning, Chase and Heather. You know, as thousands converge on America's finest city for Comic-Con, an intense heat wave is actually bearing down on our fine city. Right now here at the beach, things look pretty balmy, pretty nice. That marine layer is keeping us cool, but that's not the case throughout all of San Diego County. Now, today will be the hottest day of the week. A heat advisory is set to take effect later this morning for inland, mountain, and lower deserts through Friday. In East County, however, temperatures will be the highest with that heat advisory on the way. Authorities are cautioning those who are playing or training outdoors. Now, the risk is real for people who don't use caution and plan ahead. Late Tuesday, 18-year-old Yasmin Vidales died hours after a hike in Julian, and authorities say she ran out of water while hiking. Now, San Diego County Sheriff's Office warning those exercising outdoors to stay properly hydrated over the next few days. And as high pressure continues to build, meteorologists expect temps to reach triple digits, as hot as 105 degrees in mountain areas. The minimum you should take on a hike is a gallon per person. Now back here live again. People stretching, people biking, people walking. That marine layer and that nice ocean breeze makes it feel nice and cool, but do not let that be deceiving. I can attest to that. I was out here for about an hour over the weekend, forgot to wear the sunscreen, didn't stay properly hydrated, did a little strenuous activity, and had to deal with a severe sunburn. So again, slap on that SPF, bring that water, and limit your strenuous activities. And of course, keep those children and those animals outside of the cars and don't leave them unattended. For now, that's the very latest from Mission Beach. Laura Kavanaugh, back to you.
And Kimmy is here basically to echo those sentiments.
Yep.
It's going to be nasty.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really hot. We might see close to record-breaking temperatures. And then when you add in humidity over the next couple of days, miserable. So
I saw those humidity numbers in your last forecast. It looked like I was in Florida, not California.
Right? Unpleasant.
Like 80% humidity?
It's
No
just
thanks. That's the reason I moved to California. Let's get away from that, Kimmy.
Let's hold the hair down now.
I know, right? Get the baseball caps out, or, you know, a funky little costume, whatever you got, because it's not going to be pleasant, especially for those of you headed down to Comic-Con today. Oh gosh, don't forget to take lots and lots of water with you, or just try to stay hydrated throughout the day. And you know what, folks? Alcohol does not count as staying hydrated. I'm just saying. 69 degrees in downtown right now. High pressure is in control. It is dominating. It's pretty powerful, bringing us all this heat, so we got a taste of it yesterday and the day before. It's been warm, but today even hotter for us out there. And again, even though we may not see record-breaking temperatures, although we might, you know, get close to it. Look at that, maybe 3 degrees shy of some of those record-breaking temps. However, heat advisory remains or starts at around 11 a.m. today, lasting till 9 p.m. tomorrow night for all these areas, the mountain communities, the desert communities, and obviously all that heat is also spilling west of the mountains, so just get ready for all that heat. Now, today may not be as humid, but starting tomorrow, we're looking at very humid conditions with that monsoonal moisture moving on in, making things just really unpleasant. Poor to fair conditions for our surfers. Now, it is pleasant out in the water, so if you just need a relief from the heat, go jump in the ocean near a lifeguard. Northwest swell, 2 to 3 footers for us out there. Today, high tide rolls in at just before 9:30, 9:26 this morning, just under 4 feet. Yesterday, 81 degrees at Lindbergh Field, our official reporting station. 75 is the average, so certainly above that average. Today, we're going to bump it up about a degree or so. 82 and then 97 inland, really hot. Some areas could reach the triple digits, and although temperatures coming down over the next few days, again, we have that humidity rolling on in starting tomorrow as well, or a little bit more rolling on in tomorrow. So it's just going to be muggy, and even a chance for some thunderstorms for our mountains and deserts as we hit the weekend. So just a heads up, if we get some isolated thunderstorms, especially showers, we could certainly use that. Deserts, you guys, 117. So be very, very careful out there. Let's take a look at traffic, see if anything's going on out on the roads on this Thursday morning. Freeways are certainly starting to pick up on that 5 headed northbound, approaching that 15 north, just off that 805 or north of the 805. And also an accident. I don't know if you can see all that, so I'll read it to you. There's an accident on the 805 north. The shoulder's blocked between Balboa and Claremont Mesa. And also, don't forget to take the trolley to downtown today, guys. The Green Line. You know, it's easy every 7.5 minutes, so opt for that. Let's look at weather and traffic. Heather, Chase, back to you.
Thanks, Kimmy. I already saw the red lines on the roads leading into downtown. It's probably going to be like that for a few days. And if you're dreading dealing with that kind of traffic and, of course, searching for a place to park once you get there at Comic-Con, you can avoid it all by just taking that trolley that Kimmy was talking about. The Green Line trolley to the Convention Center also runs to the Gaslamp Quarter Station. Both are just a few feet away from the event. Trains are scheduled to run every 7.5 minutes, and that started at 6 a.m. this morning and goes until 10 o'clock tonight. You can beat the lines by buying your trolley ticket on your smartphone with the free MTS M-Ticket app. Day passes are $5, or you can get a one-way ticket for $2.50. As we're talking about heavy traffic all day, all weekend throughout downtown with Comic-Con going on, parking in the Convention Center garage and most nearby lots are pre-sold, which means they're also probably sold out. Majority of available parking will be areas north of Broadway, or if you get lucky, there may be street parking metered spots or $1.25 an hour. Good luck finding one of those probably by this time of day. Radio station AM 1660 will have all your traffic and parking updates regarding Comic-Con. But I think that's the key, is that take a trolley, take a taxi, carpool, You don't want to deal with parking.
No, it's not going to be pretty. Even if you are a superhero, you can't move the cars out of the way. Looking for an easygoing pet with a wonderful disposition? Well, then come meet the lovable Mary in today's Animal House.
Plus, we've got a lot more from Comic-Con. We're taking a look at some of this year's hottest sneak peeks and panels, and I have a feeling one of them involves penguins.
And taking a look behind the mask, we are talking live with the man behind some of fantasy film's most iconic characters. We're back after this.
They may look small on the screen, but those crowds at Comic-Con are huge already.
Thousands of people already in downtown San Diego lining up just to get inside the convention center. Our Mark Bailey and Kelly Gillespie are live on top of the roof of the Omni Hotel, getting a bird's eye view of it all. Good morning.
Yeah, we're poolside up here. Hey, let us straighten one thing out here, though, because the Omni Hotel asked us to, and they're such good hosts. We said, you know, if you want tickets to see a screening of Hercules tonight, come to the Omni Hotel and come to the pool deck. Please don't do that.
We're going to have you stay at the front door in the lobby, but we'll be able to give you out tickets there, too.
There'll be a rep downstairs between 9 and 10 o'clock at the front door of the hotel, handing out tickets to Hercules, a big sneak peek of that. And another sneak peek for you, we're going to be talking to this guy right over here, Doug Jones.
Yay!
Coming up at 7:40. He's here promoting 4 different projects, and you know, that we could spend a whole hour with Doug. We'll be talking to him coming up.
Easily. And the first panel of the day is DreamWorks. So everyone in Hall H that's waiting to get in is down there because they're excited to see Madagascar and Home.
Right, okay. Madagascar is another animated film. Everybody knows what this is all about.
Great voice talent, John Malkovich, Benedict Cumberbatch, Sherlock.
It just kills me, though, that John Malkovich, you know, he's everywhere. Yeah. He's like Doug Jones. He's everywhere doing all these different projects, but it's always John Malkovich to me.
He does have such a recognizable voice.
Yeah.
So that character is going to be creepy. I know that.
Okay.
And then after that,
penguin.
We've got a Sony Pictures panel. This is taking place today, 12:30 to 1:30, again in Hall H, and this is Goosebumps. Remember the very popular book series by R.L. Stine?
Right. I know my kids read all those. Bryce is here today, as a matter of fact. We might go to her as our resident expert later on all things Goosebumps.
Who better to helm the franchise than Jack Black?
Perfect.
Right?
Absolutely. So Jack Black roaming around here somewhere at Comic-Con as well.
And
by the way, if Jack comes to the door, let him in.
Yeah, we'll let him come up. And then another thing that Sony's doing, which is kind of fun, whether you're a pass holder or you're out and about, at the Hard Rock Hotel across the street here, where the Pink Fairy used to be, they're having an arcade. It's a Pixels arcade. Adam Sandler, he's in this new movie called Pixels. It doesn't come out till the spring. He's got his whole gang together. Think grown-ups too, but in an arcade.
Okay,
right?
Well, and this is where things start to roll out. Long before they ever even start talking about trailers and previews and so forth. Lots of times at Comic-Con, the folks here get a sneak peek. This thing is about when the arcade games meet reality and they start to clash.
They were big. They were
streets.
big gamers in the 80s. We're talking Donkey Kong and Pac-Man, and so in this arcade you can play all of those. But in the movie, the worlds start to blend, and Donkey Kong could be next to us, and Pac-Man chasing after.
Okay.
Again, very early. I haven't gotten to see any of the footage of it yet, but it looks very fun. And the cool thing about the arcade, you can play all these games. They're keeping track, and depending on how well you do, you can win different things, all the way up to a walk-on roll.
Okay, there you go. Okay, it's Comic-Con 2014. Doug Jones right here coming up at 7:40. Don't go away.
Awesome, guys. Can't wait to hear from Doug. We've interviewed him before, and he is not only a talent, but a super nice guy, too. I don't think they can hear me.
I don't think they can, Heather. That's all right. You can just talk to me. I'll respond.
Either that or they're giving me the silent treatment. We want to see you nerding out at the con. Send your Comic-Con pictures to photos@san diego6.com. You will be part of our online gallery. You could even see yourself on television this morning. So there's the email address, photos@san-diego6.com.
Please send those to us because we know there's some great costumes out there. Renee Cohn's been showing us some of them.
Right, before your makeup melts off, it's going to be hot outside. Big musical acts are getting ready to rock out at the racetrack. And hey, we'd like to send you on us.
We're going to tell you how you can win tickets to the Del Mar Summer Concert Series. And I just mentioned you. Good morning, Renee.
Hey, good morning. You know, if you're looking for a place to put your tea or coffee, we found a cup holder right here. Oh, and it's attached to an amazing costume, the car from Wreck-It Ralph, homemade. We're going to find out how she did it live here at Comic-Con. Wake up, San Diego!
Comic-Con Day 1 underway. This is a live picture outside of people who are getting into the convention center. The doors don't officially open until 9:30 this morning, but the crowds have been intense, and I've even seen people tweeting pictures that they've got the wristband for Hall H. That's where those big panels happen all morning long.
Now, these were the coveted wristbands that Comic-Con organizers decided to hand out this year in order to avoid basically people bum rushing the front of the lines or people holding spots for their friends who would show up right before the panel would begin. So we'll find out as Comic-Con goes on if those wristbands were the magic to stop the frustration at the event. But again, you just saw a live look outside the convention center downtown San Diego this morning as the lines begin to file indoors, at least to the front of the doors, and then again they wait for the doors to open at 9:30 this morning.
It's a lot of waiting, but you know what? Those wristbands are going to be like a badge of honor. If you have one for Hall H, you are the envy of every other nerd at Comic-Con.
You're golden.
And if you are heading to Comic-Con, you can expect it to be pretty hot today. Kimmy's been talking about that all morning long. So hot, the National Weather Service is issuing a heat advisory all the way through tomorrow.
Let's get out to San Diego 6's Laura Kavanaugh live in Mission Beach this morning with what you need to know. Now, you picked the prime spot, Laura, because it hasn't heated up too much along the coast quite yet.
Not yet. There is a really nice cool breeze, but not for long. As you said, thousands are converging on America's finest city for Comic-Con, but as that is happening, an intense heat wave is bearing down in our city as well. It's going to be about 5 to 10 degrees hotter than usual. And here at the beach, you know, you can find some relief. You can take a nice dip in the Pacific into the cool water, but that's not the case throughout San Diego County. Today will be the hottest day of the week. As you said, a heat advisory is set to take effect later this morning for inland, mountains, and lower deserts through Friday. Now, in East County, temps will be the highest with that heat advisory on the way. Authorities are cautioning those who are playing or training outdoors. The risk is real for people who don't use caution and don't plan ahead. Late Tuesday, 18-year-old Yasmin Vidales died hours after a hike in Julian. And authorities say she ran out of water while hiking. Now, San Diego County Sheriff's Office warning those exercising outdoors to stay properly hydrated over the next few days. And as high pressure continues to build, meteorologists expect temps to reach triple digits, as hot as 105 in the mountain areas, 116 inland. They say a minimum one should take on a hike, a gallon per person. Also, kids and pets cannot be left unattended in vehicles because temps can elevate to lethal levels within minutes. Now, back here live, National Weather Service heat advisory says that heat advisory will extend through 9 p.m. Friday, so we're going to have to bear it for a little while. Now, out here at the coast, marine layer is keeping things cool, but don't let that ocean breeze deceive you. It can get really, really dicey. You can get a sunburn and sunstroke really fast, so people are recommending that, of course, you slap on the sunscreen, you stay hydrated, and if you are in that pleather or that faux fur at Comic-Con, you know what? Bring a lot of this.
Iced coffee?
For now, iced water. Okay. Stay hydrated.
Just H2O, just old-fashioned H2O.
Old-fashioned H2O. For now, that is the very latest from Mission Beach. Trying to keep cool. Laura Kavanaugh, back to you.
All right. Keep drinking that water, Laura. Thanks.
So I'm wondering how hot Renee Cohn's going to be because she is in a half shell outside the convention center. Fortunately, though, she didn't really wear like a mask or anything. How you feeling, Renee?
It's pretty warm. I got to tell you, I brought a nice big drink with me.
No, that's not water. That is not water. What is in that cup?
It's something that has caffeine and that keeps me awake, and I will have more water, I promise. I found a great cup holder this morning. Isn't this amazing? Erin made this entire thing herself. It's the car from Wreck-It Ralph. Holy cow, how'd you do it?
Well, I definitely had a lot of help from really good neighbors and friends, and we teamed up and we spent a whole couple of days just working on everything, every little piece of this beautiful car.
And what is this made out of?
It's It's made out of a whole lot of foam. There's like styrofoam, expanding foam, this hard foam that turned into the pipes here. It's like everything is partially foam, and a whole lot of like craft foam for the sprinkles, and tons of paint.
Now the wheels actually move.
Yes, the wheels move.
Oh, you can actually go. Ladies and gentlemen, move out of her way. She needs some room here. That is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Oh, I think you dropped something. There you go. Oh, we got a chance to go inside a little bit earlier, and this is one cool car, and there were some other ones we saw too. Even Darth Vader needs a car. Check it out, the Darth Vader car from Mattel. And it is here on sale at Comic-Con only, and a few maybe online a little bit later. They even built the real thing from Mattel. Matt, this is incredibly cool.
Thank you. Yes, this is in celebration of our new collaboration with Star Wars. We have built the Darth Vader car for real.
Okay, it doesn't allow you to get in, but I hear it pops up. Oh, on cue it pops up.
That's exactly right. This is a real car. It is drivable. It goes upwards of 160 miles per hour, and it is the combination of Darth Vader and an awesome Hot Wheels car.
Okay, can people buy this, or it's literally just to ooh and ah over?
This one is a one-of-a-kind, not for sale, but we do have our Comic-Con item that's on sale here, and it's probably going to sell out.
A little more reasonable probably than the car. Now over here, Mattel, you guys are known for Hot Wheels, and you just outdo yourself year after year.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I mean, this is our Star Wars display. This is products that are launching later this year. And we've got our Car World, which is a whole bunch of character cars like the Darth Vader car, where we bring Star Wars characters to life. Then we're also launching a series of starships that are replica vehicles from the Star Wars world.
Oh, amazing, Matt. Thank you so much. We are checking out Mattel. They've got amazing Hot Wheels. And again, Darth Vader's car, where you can check out the real thing and even take home a little memento for yourself. Now, I don't think you can take this memento home from Erin, but she is leaving, man. She is four-wheeling it out of here. Great job, girlfriend. A couple of other friends that I've met. Tell us about your outfit.
My outfit is it's an adaptation of a Pokemon from the Pokemon series, Scolipede. So I had a friend of mine come up with the idea for the costume, and then I had another friend of mine help me put it together.
It looks really neat. All right, and I have not heard of you as a superhero, but I think folks want to know.
Sure, no problem. It's my name is Evil Fett.
Yes.
And it's a collection of Boba Fett and Evil Knievel. And a friend of ours, the same lady that made that one, her name is Kelly Dempsey, and she made this for me. And I just saw it on a T-shirt, and I thought it was a really good idea to make it. And I really like it. I got a lot of positive response.
We'll have to see if you can haul over all of these live vans that are out here later on today at the convention center. Thank you guys so much fun out here. We've got 130,000 of our closest friends here in town for Comic-Con, and we're going to bring you all elements of it live. Mark, Chase?
Well,
I'll take it. Renee, my name is Heather.
Heather. No, Mark and Chase?
No,
what the heck?
Mark's much closer to you, though, with Kelly. So maybe that'll be Kelly and Heather when we go over there.
I think I was getting channeled from the Omni. That was it.
You know what, Renee? It's just all that turtle power. It's just going to your brain this morning.
You live in a sewer. These things happen. All right,
Don't
Renee.
you go there.
And as our producer Kim just said, Kimmy, those nerds are creative.
They are so creative. So creative.
I want that candy car from Wreck-It Ralph. That was cool.
I wish you could just eat it.
Right? I'm just like, can I keep her? Because it's good to have someone like that around. Someone creative who can come up with stuff, don't you think?
Crafty.
Very crafty.
Who has a lifetime membership to Michael's, the craft store, I'm sure.
Gold membership card, yep. All right, good morning, everybody. We are taking a live look outside, 69 degrees in downtown. You know what? That is comfy. Winds are calm, looking good. So if you're out there right now, it's a-okay, but guess what? It's getting hot. Hot stuff. In fact, a heat advisory posted by the National Weather Service for our mountains and desert communities starting at 11 a.m. today, lasting till tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So all day today, all day tomorrow, expect to see some very, very hot temperatures. Here's what we've got for El Cajon. 67 degrees to start the day off, 87 by 11 a.m. That's already hot, but look what happens at 2. 98, almost triple digits by 2 o'clock today in El Cajon, and 94 even at 6 p.m. By the way, for those of you headed down to Comic-Con, by the way, you like my little ears? I'm like a Catwoman in disguise. If you're headed down to Comic-Con, take a lot of photos and send them to us. Photos at sandiego6.com. We're also on Instagram. You can @ me at Kimmy Evans and our hashtag #WakeUpSanDiego. All right, let's take a look at traffic, see what's up with the roads on this Thursday morning. All right, tricky stuff as you're headed northbound on that 5 freeway. It's going to get pretty dicey for us out there today. Don't forget Comic-Con's out there, so it's just going to be a big mess over the next couple of days. You may want to take the trolley. That might be a much better option than attempting to drive down there, looking for parking, paying for parking. The green line is what you're going to want every 7.5 minutes from 6 a.m. today till 10 p.m. You can also get an app, the MTS M-Ticket app, where you can purchase tickets. Also an accident on the 805 North, blocking the shoulder between Balboa Avenue and Claremont Mesa Boulevard. The 805 is also picking up, headed northbound, as is the 15. And lots of congestion heading on into downtown over the next couple of hours, so just a heads up. That's look at weather and traffic. Heather and Chase, Mark, Kelly, back to you.
Whoever we are.
Yeah, whoever.
All right, Kimmy, thank you.
She is easygoing and great with everyone. No, I'm not talking about Heather Myers. We're going to meet a flat-coated retriever, but you are.
Where have you been my whole life?
That's what I'm saying. But this is a flat-coat retriever. She's very cute. Her name is Mary. She's in the animal house next.
Okay, and we are live at Comic-Con this morning. Let's get out to Mark and Kelly Gillespie on the rooftop of the Omni Hotel.
And while Kimmy may not know who's who, we know who's who. One of the most famous actors in the world whose real face you may not recognize.
But he's showing it now in his new series, and we're so happy to have the very talented Doug Jones. Don't miss this interview. It's coming up after the break.
Somebody Googled all the superhero songs out there, and we're playing them one by one for you this morning.
I feel like we got to do jazzercise to that song, though. It's so like upbeat.
Where are our leg warmers when you need them?
Yeah.
Mark Bailey, Kelly Gillespie joining us from poolside. I keep saying rooftop, but really poolside from the Omni Hotel downtown.
Yeah, we're way up high above the convention center, and gosh, we've even got folks who are using the pool this morning, and we've got chocolate here. All of our guests are getting chocolate from Chuao Chocolatier.
Which is great. We've got maple bacon flavors and coffee.
And we have Doug Jones. And Doug, how do you like the candy?
I'm telling you what. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm busy eating. No, this is Chuao, and I mean wow. Okay, this is really good. I got the firecracker one going here.
And there goes our interview.
It explodes in the mouth. It explodes in the mouth. No,
little crispy bits in here. It's great. It's really good. Yeah.
All right, I set this up by saying that Doug has one of the most famous faces that you might not recognize. Does that make sense?
That's because he gets to wear this incredible makeup and transform himself. I mean, if you've seen Hellboy, the Pale Man in Pan's Labyrinth, the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, I mean, there is no escaping what he is able to do.
Doug, what do you get most recognized for?
Oh gosh, what the credits that seem she's hit on them. The Silver Surfer and the Abe Sapien from the Hellboy movies, and Pan's Labyrinth. If you're an artsy person that loves Oscar-winning movies, which that one was. Hocus Pocus is another one that's come up over the years.
But real fans know what you look like outside of the makeup.
They do. Well, you know, I guess judged on an episode of Face Off last season. I'm going to do another one this coming season. Moments like that and things like this, where I'm talking with this face, it's like, oh, now we can marry that with all these characters that you just mentioned. Yeah.
So is this exciting for you in the series that you have Nobility? You get to not be covered from head to toe makeup. Not only does that probably cut down on your prep time.
Oh my gosh, yes. I know. I love when I get to. And last year I was a recurring guest on The Neighbors too. I did 6 episodes of that on ABC with my own face. It's great when you can, like, you know, eat chocolate with your own hands and your own face without having to have somebody else, you know, feed it to you through a straw. But yeah, no. So I do enjoy that. Yeah.
So Nobility is one of the shows that you're talking about here, and this refers to the name of a spaceship.
It is the name of a spaceship, and it's kind of like Firefly meets The Office. So it's kind of like a spaceship, you know, series. But it's with a bunch of misfits, and I play the ship's psychiatrist, Dr. Allard.
Perfect.
And as in real life, I probably need therapy more than anybody else.
But you've got like three other projects here at Comic-Con.
I do indeed. I'll also be talking about Falling Skies, the current season, season 4. I'm the series regular. Alien Cochise is my name. I'm the leader of the Volm race. Right? It's always another language. You got to, but the Volm are really hot. Okay, and so I'm playing, I'm best friends with on the show with Tom Mason, played by Noah Wiley from ER. And so the show's in its fourth season now, going great, a huge audience, and we just got picked up for season 5, which will be we'll be filming this coming fall. So I'm very excited about that.
Wow. Excellent. So you're speaking at both of those panels, and then you've also got Space Command.
Space Command, another feature film, takes place in space, in which I play an android named Dor Nevin.
You're the go-to alien.
Well, I want to see him in a romantic comedy. Can I pitch that?
I want to do the rom-com.
Okay,
with Sandra Bullock, Julia Roberts, and me, kind of like being the goofy office mate, something, right? Without rubber on my face.
I'm starting the campaign. I'm starting it.
I'm looking forward to that.
All right, Doug, have a great time here at Comic-Con.
Thanks so
it's
much.
always good to see you. We get to see you, once a year for Comic-Con.
Right.
But, anytime you're in town, you're always welcome.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
By
Right here at Command Center. It's all happening right here, baby. Okay.
This is it. Okay, go over and talk to our friends at 105.3, the show over there.
I will.
Great radio show, and they're broadcasting live. They're waiting for you.
Okay, great. And I want to take this with me.
Leave.
Wow.
Don't take them any chocolate, though.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay. Thanks, Doug.
Thanks so much.
All right, we're coming right back anytime you want us. We're at Comic-Con 2014, high above the convention at the Omni Hotel.
We'll pull away from the chocolate enough to give you updates on panels and celebrities and where you should be all day.
All right, coming up, who are you guys interviewing right after, I think in the 8 o'clock hour this morning? Can you give us a sneak peek?
I don't know. Let me check. Do you know?
We've got several things coming on. We're all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't know who's coming up.
Is that vague enough for you?
I know who's coming up. Napoleon Dynamite Star.
Oh, yeah.
And Morris Chestnut. They're both in Legends.
Okay.
And then I'm cheating, but I think
we'll do a little more research.
Deb from Napoleon Dynamite. How's that?
that sounds great. We love her, and I think you guys are also going to be playing a little laser tag. Is that true? That's what it says on my sheet.
We are with the Nerdists. That I need some help on.
We still need to figure out who the Nerdists are, and well, actually, then maybe the name says it all.
Maybe we're part of the club and we don't know.
If you don't know, then that means you're a member.
You're the president and vice president, and little did you know. All right, guys, thank you so much. Check in with you in a little bit later. Coming up at 8 o'clock hour. We got a lot still from Comic-Con, so stay posted.
Isn't that true, Kimmy, that if you don't know who your nerd friend is, that means you're the nerd friend?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay.
You
Got
get it?
Heather?
If you don't think you have a friend who's a nerd, that probably means you're the nerd.
Then I'm the nerd.
I have a nerd friend here, don't you, Chase Kane?
I do, and
yeah,
she's
so
right there on the
the
screen.
two of us have nerd friends. Heather probably doesn't.
Okay, fine.
All right, guys, let's take a look at our weather, see what's up for us. 95 degrees yesterday, you guys, in Ramona. 89's the average, but 95 is where we were today. 82 at the coast. We're going to bump that 95 up to 97 for our inland communities. And although it gets a little bit cooler over the next couple of days, I don't even want to call it cooler because it's just less hot. Over the next few days, we're adding in some humidity, so it's going to start to feel more and more muggy. Unpleasant. Tomorrow, the humidity level's on the rise, so just be ready for some of that heat. Today and tomorrow, stay hydrated. Loose clothing is good, but if you must wear latex and fur down at the convention, just drink lots and lots of water. Try to stay indoors where it's air conditioned. All right, that's a look at our weather. Let's take a quick look at traffic too, see what's up with the roads on this Thursday morning. Look at all that congestion on that 163 headed south in towards downtown, the 5 headed northbound. Very congested. Comic-Con obviously out there. The trolley's the better option. Green line, aim for the green line. Every 7.5 minutes, you guys. 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. What's not to love? I think it's about $5 and you can get an entire day pass. They even have an app, MTS M-Ticket app. It's good for the trolleys, not for the buses though. All right, let's look at weather and traffic. Heather, Chase Kane, back to you.
Thanks, Kimmy.
You're never just going to be Chase,
nope.
are you?
Chase Kane.
Chase Kane. All right, San Diego 6 is giving you a chance to rock out at the racetrack. This season, the Del Mar Summer Concert Series features an eclectic mix of performers, and we are giving away tickets to the Colt and Neon Trees. To win, enter the code word STRETCH at san diego6.com.
Gotta love winning free stuff. Should mention before we get to our next segment here, we just want to pass along to you that there are reports that the wreckage of that missing Air Algerie plane has been found in Mali. This is very preliminary information, but our Alex Serbal is following that story, and she's going to be in the newsroom with the very latest on that coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, for now, though, let's get to Darlene in the Animal House this morning. And I think that there's a competition here between who's cuter, the boys or the dog, and the boys are going to win.
Well, it's up for debate.
It's close.
But Jack and Luke are here to help me show you guys how great Mary is, even with children. Mary is an unbelievably easygoing girl with the softest curly coat and wonderful disposition. She's a flat-coated retriever mix, they think maybe with a little poodle due to her curly hair. She's 7 years old and she weighs about 55 pounds. Mary is great with everyone, adults, children, and dogs alike. Her foster family says she is completely housebroken and low energy enough not to need a big yard. She walks really well on a leash. She sleeps quietly on her doggy bed and is mild-mannered and follows commands. Because of Mary's sweet disposition, there were foster families lining up for the chance to foster her. But now it's time to find her a forever family of her very own. Call or visit labsandmore.org for more information. Mary and lots of other labs will also be available at this weekend's adoption event. It's Saturday, July 26th at 10:30 a.m. at Roadrunner Sports, and that's at 5549 Copley Drive in Kearney Mesa. So hopefully we'll see you out there. Let's get Mary a home. We're going to be right back. Thanks for helping, guys.
Hey, we want to give a shout out to some of our Comic-Con ticket winners. Congratulations to Lindsay Kwan, Matthew Cullett, Michael Zoberek, and Twy Lee, as well as Amy Howard. Thanks for participating in our contest. We hope you have a great time at Comic-Con and send us your pictures. Can you do that?
And when you call in sick to work today and tomorrow, now the boss knows why, because we put your name on TV. Sorry. Enjoy those tickets, though.
If you can. All right, perfect for the first day of Comic-Con. The comic book marking Superman's first ever appearance is going up for auction.
Get out your wallets. It's a copy of Action Comics #1. eBay says it will be available on the site next month. It originally sold for 10 cents back in 1938, but there's only about 50 copies remaining, and that copy was not even well preserved, and one copy that wasn't even well preserved sold for more than $2 million in 2011. The seller says he is going to donate a portion of the proceeds to charity. So that's a good thing.
Wow.
$2 million. So if this thing's in good shape, you just cashed in.
We'll just see what it goes for. All right, time now 7:57. When we come back at the top of the hour, we have live team coverage from Comic-Con this morning.
Hey, we are out here live. We've got tons of people invading San Diego, 130,000 of your closest friends, and the costumes just keep getting more creative. We've got fun times and cool things to talk about this morning, and some, whoa, a little scary. We'll show it all to you coming up next on Wake Up San Diego. Woo!
Oh, I guess it's us.
It's heating up out here, day one of Comic-Con.
All right, we've got people that you recognize, people you may not recognize, but you'll have fun no matter what, I guarantee you, as Comic-Con 2014 continues live from the Omni Hotel.
We're coming back with a bunch of nerds. What more could you ask for? Comic-Con.